In the first half of the video, I'll break down how I built each flower in the bouquet. Then, in the second half, we'll bring everything together into one complete composition. Feel free to jump ahead if you like. First, the orange flower, the gerbera. I used a deep, rich yellow for my base colour and built it up with oranges and reds. No detailed drawings here, just a simple oval to indicate where I want my flower to be. I'm using basic jagged lines and overlapping colour. There's irony in this. It takes practice to create natural looking flowers with just enough information to make your eyes and your brain fill in most of the details. You don't become loose by making random marks on the page. You become loose by observation and practice, and then letting it go. I'm creating these practice drawings at the same angle as they'll appear in the final drawing. A few additional details with my toothpick, and I think we're done. Next, some daisies. I always have fun with daisies. I think this is my go-to flower. All you need is a few nice, radiating, expressive lines. Then add a center with a few dots. It can be that simple. Beautiful. For clustered flowers like hydrangeas, think of groups of dots and soft, slightly curved lines, not individual petals. Again, in terms of colour, you'll need a dark and mid colour and a light colour for those highlights. Your eyes fills in the rest. This technique is great for any kind of clustered flowers, like viburnum that you often get in flower arrangements, and alums. It's often a matter of building up the colours by deciding where the light is coming from and where the shadows are. So to the left of my vase drawing, I have some indistinct flowers. For me, they are little small daisies. They are surrounded by a few bits of foliage trying to poke its way through. To create more of a shadow for the greens, I'm using a bit of blue. Little hints and suggestions go a long way. Okay, now some flowers from the side. Viewing flowers from different angles instantly makes your bouquet more interesting. Again, we're using short, loose strokes and a few jagged lines. Now that I have my three basic colours down, I can give this flower a little bit more detail by adding a bit of green to create the septal. Botany lesson here. Now a little yellow just to brighten it up as if it's been hit by some sun. Okay, one more side view. Short strokes, jagged lines, and a few dots of white. That's enough to suggest form. These flowers could be dahlias or carnations. Take your pick. Let your mind fill in the details. Now, before putting it all together, let's do our glass vase. Remember, we don't need to be too precious here. Looseness is our goal. I've created some rough green stems with touches of blue. Then I've added some touches of white to create a feel of glass. Okay, now we're ready. Let's put it all together into our finished piece. Enjoy. We're working on an acrylic painted background, which gives us both beautiful colour and a nice texture to work on. Remember, you can always refer back to the individual drawings for a full breakdown in the first half. Okay, there we go. There we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy creating, wishing you much love. Peace. See you in the next one.